Hello, everybody. Welcome to another ZoukCast episode. This week we have a new guest with a very interesting subject. But first of all, let me say hi to my friend Nymph. How you doing, Nymph?
Hey, I'm good, good. How are you?
Fine. So this week we are going to talk about NeoZouk. So Nymph, are you ready to talk about NeoZouk?
Yes, I'm ready.
Okay, so let's get ready for NeoZouk.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so now that we're ready, let me say hi to our guest, Ruanita. How you doing, Ruanita?
Hi, I'm fine, thanks. Hello. Thanks.
I'm gonna take this off because I cannot see shit now.
No.
If I know that, I also prepared mine.
So Ruanita, NeoZouk. Let's talk about NeoZouk.
Yes.
The usual thing that people say is that NeoZouk is Mafie's thing, but you are also involved in the birth of NeoZouk.
Yes.
So how much are you responsible for the style, and how much is Mafie's? Is 50-50, or how much would you say?
Yeah, I would say that was 50-50, but I understand what people say is because like Mafie, he always say that we created everything together, and I'm glad that he says that he recognized everything. But I understand also what people say is because in the dance scene until nowadays people give the credits and the responsibility from the leader. So I understand, and I think it's kind of normal. People just connect the creation for the leader, that in the case it's Mafie, but he itself, he recognizes and he really give the whole responsibility. We share the whole responsibility of the creation.
That's nice from him. So when was NeoZouk born? How long ago?
I'm not hearing you, so wait.
Yeah? Can you hear me now?
The NeoZouk born actually for real in 1997 when we started really study to teach to see exactly what we have to, because from 1996 1995 1996 when we met each other, we felt that we have a really good connection dancing together, but we don't really know at that time what was it. And then from 2007 that we gave the first workshop together, and then we really realized that we had something in common and really different that we could explore. So then we start to practice and train and try new possibilities, and then the NeoZouk really born. But the name of the dance was in 2006. I said 1997, right? It's 2007, sorry.
Okay, I was freaking out because I was making the calculation about the age of Mafie, because I know he's 32 now.
Yeah,
so I was thinking, okay, he was 12 or 13 when they started working together.
I was just thinking about, you said creation, and I associate when I started to dance. Sorry.
Okay. So now we have the answer to the other question that when you started, but NeoZouk was starting at 2006.
Yeah, the NeoZouk, I made a workshop. I saw him dancing in 2005 for the first time. I didn't know what Mafie was. I just know the tag on the music, the Mafie Zouker. So I didn't know the person. And when I saw him dancing for the first time in 2005, I saw, and for me it was really interesting the way he dances and how he leaded and everything. So then I decided to invite him to give a workshop in Brasilia. And then I asked him if he want to give a name to his course, but he said, no, I don't have a really name. So he was already using the NeoZouk name for the music for his remixes. So then I said, so let's put the NeoZouk name for the workshop. So then there started the name for the dance. But the real NeoZouk that we present to the world really born from 2007. So
okay, so my next question was about what was first, the music or the dance. So you said that the music was there first,
yeah, the music.
and then the dance evolved later.
Yeah.
But on the beginning, NeoZouk was the dance style. Was what we know now about like NeoZouk, or was a little bit different?
Yeah, when we stopped to dance together, we both chose kind of a different ways of, not say different ways, but I have to adjust me to my leader, and he had to adjust his dance to the new partner that got the things not so, let's say, defined. So we had to kind of adjust a little bit. So nowadays the NeoZouk is a little bit different than when it started, but still have the same essence and have the same root, have the same thing. So I consider that it's good that it's a little bit changed now. It's like I see that more like steady, let's say like this.
Okay. So from which style did you evolve, NeoZouk? So which was the style that you learned for dancing Zouk?
I learned the traditional, with Renata Peçanha.
Okay. And Mafie, he was a student of Adilio also, or André Negrão?
Yeah, he had André Negrão. Actually, we both had a lot of teachers before, but we have like, but they are all, my teachers were all students from Adilio and Renata, and his teachers, I believe, also they came from Adilio and Renata. I'm not sure about it. Okay. So everybody came from the same.
So you evolved this style from the traditional, from Rio, but the style is way different than the Rio style. So how come? How did you manage to create something so different from the roots that you had?
We don't really call style. When we say the NeoZouk, we call a language, a new concept. We don't like to say style, because when we understand that the style is something really personal, that when you dance, you have your own way of dancing. Yeah. So that's why we call NeoZouk a concept, because we have as a base the traditional, but we think about the traditional as the base different, how they will start and how we're going to lead the movement. And I have a lot of dance backgrounds, like ballet, jazz, and contemporary, and I'm a physical education. So, and Mafie also had a lot of things in the background. So we try to combine all the techniques, and this is what the result.
So it's my bad, because I use the word style, but I should use the word technique, because we always use style and technique for the same concept, but they are not the same thing. Yeah. So what's the main difference, in your opinion, of the technique of NeoZouk with other techniques like Rio, like flow, like soul, or like NZouk?
Nowadays it's a little bit everything mixed. Everybody's using everything, but in the beginning, when we start to use, like we want to create something new, we start about using the connections, like the body, the joints, and how the body reacts depending on how you connect, or how he position his body and how I position my body, how fast I can understand him. So we start to come like from inside to outside, like how the body really reacts, like how the body moves, how the body works, and then we can create something from that. So that's why I think there is the difference. When we started, we don't go just from let's say path or a move, but we start from how the body reacts, like from the reaction, the natural reaction from the body.
Yeah, so that's a little bit of connection with the contact improvisation that Nims loves so much.
Yeah.
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 Okay, so let me talk a little bit about when I met NeoZouk. I
Yeah.
remember I was going to Renata's Congress. I think it was BR Danzas from 2008. So I was there with Daniel Leticia, my teachers from that time, and we went to a party. I think it was the first party we went. It was in the street in Niteroi, the town hometown of Mafie.
Yeah.
So I remember that back at the time, NeoZouk has two eras, like two different episodes. It was the first episode from the creation until 2008, and the second episode is from 2008 until now. And that, I think, in my opinion, that's because of NeoZouk, because the NZouk met the NeoZouk. So I remember that first party, and I was so blown away by the difference of the style, and also by the difference of the music, and how easy it was for the people of NZouk to try and pick the style, but then the technique was so different. So
Yeah.
we could do whatever you were doing, but we didn't understand the technique so much. So when we started to talk with Mafie and with you about the technique, we were blown away. Like it was a different, complete dance. So when we went back to Spain, NZouk was changed forever, and it was because of the influence of you guys.
Nice. I recognize this, and I am so happy. I always like to I like to see when people get inspired by what we created, because we don't really expect to going to achieve the whole world like now it is, but we really want to inspire people. This was the main thing, because we love so much dance, and we loved so much teaching, and like really inspiring people. So we want to pass what we were feeling, actually. So I'm glad that get so far.
Yeah, it was, but I guess that there in Rio it was more or less like this. Like you guys influenced all the other styles, because I can see similarities in many things that the other techniques are doing, like in flow or in souk. I can see little things that I think like that's from Neo. So how was the relationship with all the other guys there, all inventing all the other techniques?
Yeah, back that time we don't really have like this ambition to influence anybody. So it's everybody together dancing for fun. So back that time we kind of inspire each other. We kind of learn with each other, because everybody was friends. So everybody goes to party to have fun and to see the people and just dance and try to understand each other. So back that time didn't had so much, yeah, probably that had that some ego and people trying to be like, no, I'm the creator. Probably was, but like wasn't really. I think it was less. I think people don't really thought about this, like I want to be the creator or something like that. So I think that time was just like interacting to each other and learning from each other, and like dancing with different people. We just can have new ideas, or just disagree with something, then you say, no, I like this, but I want to do it different. So I believe that was like that. It was.
Yeah, I actually remember one party that we went there, and it was, I guess it was after the Congress, and there he was Arcangel, and he was doing his things. So I was like, again, a new different style for souk that I'm finding here in 10 days that I went to Rio. So I was blown away, like I met NeoZouk before the Congress. Now I'm meeting like this souk flow that Arcangel was doing, and I could see the similarities, but also that it was really, really going in different directions. So it's good that you say that there was not a war of egos,
Yeah.
but you could see like everybody was trying to push for their own thing, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, but this is a human, huh? And dance really plays with the feelings and with the ego from people. If you see someone getting a certain spot, you want to have that spot too. This is for human beings, I think. But Arcangel, he kind of influences us a lot because we study together, especially Mafie and Arcangel. They study together. When we start to Mafie and I, when we start to really teach and get invited and for everywhere, we start to realize that we have to really study. So we start to pay more attention and try to create a steady technique and working, like I said, with the natural things from the body. So these are really deep. So you really have to cool down and sit and analyze and try to understand how the things works. And Arcangel, he's really, let's say, he's really focused on what he wants, and he's really smart. So he really also help us how to one click that we didn't had. He with a one word he said something that like, oh, of course, and then we kind of in our way we kind of adjust to our thing. But of course he also helped, and
You were
and then
feeding
we
each
get
other.
yeah exactly.
Nice. So, when was your first international appearance for you guys?
Was here in Holland. We got invited by Xing and Renate, and they made a tour for us. And the first time we teach was in Utrecht, I think, the Salsa Casa Louca, a famous place at the time.
Mm-hmm.
It was the first time, and I still remember the feeling that we were really shy with the language, how to speak English for the first time, like teaching, like really stuck here, and was like, "Ooh, and now how do you?"
It's more or less what I feel every time I start the ZoukCast, because my English is it get lost during the week, and then on Wednesday I have to record my English again.
Yeah, maybe it was that feeling too. I don't know. I was just like really stuck, and I could not speak, and I was really shaking, and I was seeing so much people with that. I still can remember the faces. People were looking at us like, what are they gonna say? How are they gonna do it? And everybody's so excited, and it was really, really good. The feeling was really good, but I was so nervous that I was like this and shaking. It
So
was really good.
when was this? Like 2008?
2008.
Yeah. And then the next year you came also to Spain, invited by Daniel Leticia, right?
Yeah, in 2008 also. 2008.
2008, really?
Yeah. Hmm.
Okay, you were invited, and then you came again on the
Then I came
following
again.
summer.
Yeah.
Okay, so we did like a 1 hour show with you guys. I remember that you were there, and Mafie with Max Black Soul also,
Yeah.
with
Yeah.
Leo, with Laisa. And what memories do you have of that big event that we did?
I really love it. I really enjoyed it. The time was really fun, and yeah, I remember the trainings that we never could really train, and everybody was just having fun and laughing. And by the show time, everybody was lost. And
I was on the final song of the show. I remember it was like Michael Jackson, something like that, and we went going to the stage couple by couple, and I had to dance with Marina, that was dancing with Mafia at the time.
yeah.
So she forgot about when she was going to the stage, and I was alone in the stage trying to do something, because I didn't have my partner, and everybody was with the partner. So eventually it was really fun, but I had the worst moment of my life, like being alone on the stage.
I can imagine. That time was really funny because Mafia was dancing also on our show. Mafia was dancing with the barefoot, and then he got a splinter on his toe, on the big toe. And then we're supposed to do something, and he just like whisper in my ear, abort, abort, abort. And I was like, because he got a splinter on his foot, and we were laughing afterwards because it was really funny, like just like what, a splinter? I was like what? But it was really funny. I have really good memories from that time.
Okay, so first time you came to Europe, it was in Holland, and then you moved to Holland. Is that the reason that you were on the first time there, or is another reason to move to Holland for you?
My only reason to move to Holland was Dirk.
Okay, so your husband.
Yeah. Hey, but Ruanita, the first time I saw you, you was like thin, and now you are more like you gain weight. Is that because of you eat a lot of Dutch potatoes, or what happens?
Yeah, I'm being really good feed here. No.
I would say that that's a bad sign for the food.
Yeah,
So,
I was really skinny, yeah.
Yeah,
But I have 2 kids, right? So this also helps, and also the age.
Talking about kids, like you have 2 kids, and Mafie has also, I think, some kids. Do you think they will 2 kids also too? Do you think they will continue this NeoZouk? Like whatever you give them, you teach them. Do you think they will, or do you hope they will continue this style or this dance?
I hope. Actually, I really hope, but we never know, huh? I hope they want to, and now they enjoy. They really say, "Ah, my mom dancing, mama dancing," and they call Mafie Chill Mafie. That is Uncle Mafie. So, so let's see. And Ryan and Kiara, my son and Mafie's daughter, they are best friends. So maybe they are the future of NeoZouk. Who knows?
Let's hope so, huh?
Yeah.
So how is going for NeoZouk in Holland right now? How's it going?
Well, people are a little bit afraid of Neo here. They now start to understand because before we get here, people were so full of information and everything, and after we started with NeoZouk, the things kind of got exploded. Like everybody would start to do it, and we got a little bit lost. We lost the control of the thing. So even people that I never saw it before or never had classes with Mafie and I, they announce on Facebook, we see that they're teaching NeoZouk. So we kind of lost this control, how to manage. So people start to show different things, the things that we were doing, and this caused a little bit of scare on people because people get like not the good information, and they were repassing this information on the wrong way or not the really appropriated way. So a lot of people got scared about Neo. Like they just see like knots and turns and different levels, and then people got a little bit scared. But now I'm starting again to clean the image of Neo here in Holland, and people start to enjoy again, actually.
Yeah, because when you talk about Holland in the Zouk world, there's like these 2 images that people have. One is that there are a lot of Lamba style there, and so Lamba dancers wouldn't be so interested in NeoZouk. And also there's this image like the rest of the Zoukers are from the Zouk love scene, that it was so simple, the technique of the Zouk love, that maybe they are afraid to go into a much deeper technique like NeoZouk. Did you experience some of that?
Yeah, so I hear this a lot, but I'm not sure if that's the reason. But I hear a lot people saying that NeoZouk is too difficult or hurts because of this. Like people doing it in the wrong way can hurt if you don't. Not only in NeoZouk, but the Zouk in general. If you don't do it the right technique, you can get hurt. So I already heard these things. So maybe yes. I don't know. I'm not sure. It's something that. Yeah.
Something similar, like we said, Nymph with the bachata episode. Like these guys from Sensual Bachata, they are doing a lot of crazy sook stuff in the wrong way, so they are hurting each other. And now they are trying to adapt the technique and get the proper technique. So it's more or less the same. Like between different sook techniques, you have to learn the proper technique to do the proper move, right?
Yeah. Yeah, but it's difficult because people nowadays, I don't know how it is in Spain, but in Holland, it's not so much people that is really, Nymph can say this too, that is really into have classes. People don't want to have classes. So it's not so easy to learn if you don't follow classes. So yeah, it's difficult if you don't have classes, if you don't learn the right technique, if you don't have the right information, you cannot have the good thing. So it's
What I wonder, I think it's for people important to know. If you start with like teaching beginners, do you start with different kind of basic, or is it like just a normal traditional Zouk basics?
No, we start with the traditional, but we already start the traditional steps, but we already give the little tiny pieces of the concept. Then the student don't get like one thing and then the other thing. But he already we start from the basic steps, from the traditional. And then we going into the basics, we go into developing the technique and showing how the NeoZouk is properly. But we start with the traditional basic steps.
Okay. Yeah,
and also, and also for the culture of the traditional Zouk, so the student get both cultures and he understand from where the things came from. So it's like also because of this.
Yeah. Okay.
It's very difficult for you teachers when you don't have regular attendance on the classes, because people go only to master classes or only to congresses to learn. So how many people do you have attending to regular NeoZouk classes?
Not as much as I want, but I'm satisfied with the group that I have, like because they are really open to relearn. Because I have in my classes few people that are dancing already for 6-7 years, and they now start to miss the technique, especially when they go to congresses. What I hear from them is like they cannot really follow the dancers from outside, and they feel a little bit disappointed. And with the NeoZouk classes, they start to see in another way, and they start to understand, and is having like easily adjusting time with the dancing with the other dancers from outside. So I'm really happy, even if I have one student and he's having these results. I'm really happy because this is my job. So, and I love my job. I love what I do. And I think it's my job. My really job is to make the people feel satisfied when they go to the dance floor and they succeed on the dance floor. So that's my mission, let's say.
That's good. So what's in the future for you right now? What's your next goal to achieve?
Yeah, now I'm in a new beginning because I was dancing.
New baby?
No. Yeah, it's a new baby because I have a new dance partnership.
Okay.
And I will start now dancing with Vitor. That is also a really passionate from NeoZouk. He had a lot of classes with Mafie in Brazil. He really loves NeoZouk. So it's an easy thing. I was dancing for the past 4 years with Direk, my husband. But Direk, he's not really like into the professional dance thing. He like dance to fun and escape from the stress from his work, and dance with work and work with dance sometimes can be really stressful. And he was not happy anymore with the dance because he was not enjoying anymore. He was not happy anymore. So he decided to stop, and he said, I will go back to the to the part that I stopped, that I want to go back to when I was just a dancer, then I have fun. And
I would say that's a good decision, because I had almost the same with my wife, and we decided, in order to not get divorced, to stop dancing together, you know.
Yeah, it's kind of stressful sometimes, and it give a lot of headaches when you dance with your husband or with your wife,
Yeah.
because we try to don't mix, but we bring home the problems if we get frustrated and with the trainings. And like in our case, we have two kids together, and we have all the life behind, and we don't have time to practice. And I was really frustrated because I want to practice, I want to show nice things and teach. It's easy, but unfortunately, in not only in Holland but in Europe, people doesn't care so much for the class. They care about the show. So if you have a nice show, they look at you with the better eyes. And this is what we don't have, because we don't have time to train. So I was not really happy, and he was also not happy because I wasn't happy, and then was becoming a big ball. And he said, no, better stop. And
So now with the new partner, you're preparing a show, I guess.
yes, we'll try.
And when's the date of the premiere?
Yeah, we're still talking with some organizing, because we officially, dance partners from the Dutch Congress, we announced at the class.
Okay.
And so now we were already starting, but we were trying to understand each other first, how to know better, get to know better each other. And then now we start really work. So now we start to be like, oh, now we have the responsibility to talk with people. And so maybe it's going to be in January, in the end of January. But
okay.
I will let you guys know.
Okay, anything else that you want to ask, Nymph?
No.
Okay, so I guess we are on time now. It's the first episode that we are from half to 9.
Yeah, there is something about like Ruanita. They have like almost every Thursday this social dancing. It's growing and it's going good. I was there 2 times and I enjoyed this party. I think we should also announce more and make some promotion about it to that the normal people, that they will learn, they will see, and they will come also and visit it.
So that's your moment, Ruanita.
Yeah, guys, thank you for remembering this, Nymph. Yeah, it's really nice. You also have been there, right? On the social vibes. And yeah, I'm really excited with this project. I'm working with Carlos and Yossi. It's a really potential couple in a Zouk, and I'm working with them. I'm really excited with the work that we are having together. And the idea of the social came when we were in a conversation, and we decided to do the social, and it's going really well, and people are enjoying, feeling home. And this is the thing that I really miss in the Zouk scene nowadays, like people really relaxed and dancing for fun. And this is what we have on a social. The atmosphere is really good, and people always go out saying thank you one more time for the party. It's really nice and all that. So this is really like energetic. So we're gonna have the next edition on the 3rd December, in 1 week. Nice. So we're gonna do the social again. Invite everybody to come there at the Vibe Latina. It's the organization.
Nice. So Ruanita, thank you very much for being here today. And good luck to you with your new partner, with the social, with your kids, with your husband, with everything.
Yeah, thank you.
Nymph, thank you also to you for being here again one more week, and see you next week, right?
Next week, yeah, of course, of course.
Okay, so that's everything for today. I hope you enjoy and you learn a little bit about NeoZouk. And see you next week.
Yes.
See you.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye bye.